So part two of us talking about the differences between the Splatoon games, or the differences that we've seen in Splatoon 3, the premiere.
Since Splatoon 2 happened.
Yeah. But then one day thing I had noticed is, well, I thought were washing machines were actually coffee cappuccino machines. You were sort of coming on these coffee machines where then you can then sort of choose where you can throw yourself into the game. But obviously it's like, obviously they do keep the features from what I've seen in the Splatoon 2, where when your teammates are further on in the field,
you can just press X map and then shoot.
Yeah, and then shoot to where your friend is.
You saw me doing it a lot in the first 2 videos.
Yeah. But I think there are there's definitely new tracks anyway, or new or battle grounds anyway.
That we didn't recognise, which is quite nice.
No, a new super power ups. Like I said, that crab machine.
I mean, well, I hope that those coffee makers and stuff coming to Splatoon 4, everyone's going to do that.
I think they would be in it because, or with the preview or videos are, like with the preview videos, they do why they do show that in the preview videos that they were shown when they were actually advertising the game a number of months ago. Right, there we go. I'll just close the door for a minute.
Okay, just a bit now.
Oh yeah, well, I mean basically just in case your opinion starts squeaking again.
Anyway.
So what differences did you notice?
Well, definitely the coffee machine. Sometimes when you reach those things I can use a squid with, I mean, when I've almost run in it, I'm like, am I supposed to run through it? I mean, it physically doesn't get you in unless you go deep onto it.
Mm. Yeah. But then, I definitely like the a three-way battle though in the Splatfest.
I hope that comes back.
And then one major difference we did notice is that in Splatoon and the first Splatoon and the Splatoon 2, within the start of the game you would have two hosts. With Splatoon 3, I think you get the 3 hosts. I forget the names.
Big Man, Fry, and I don't know the other.
Yeah. Which one?
But every game has had different hosts. This one has had different hosts, but 3 as well.
Yeah. The previous games had two hosts, but then this one's got 3.
Which is why I think the Splatfest actually had 3.
Yeah. But so I think you should give your views on the game.
I'm thinking.
Considering I done most of the talking in the last video.
I'm thinking. But I did add on to what you did in the last video.
Yeah.
I'm thinking though. I mean, haven't you played more Splatoon now? So you know more about it.
Well, like saying that, I can't remember much about the first Splatoon
But
game.
the first Splatoon did have Splatfest still.
Yeah, I think they all had Splatfest, which are...
It's my favourite parts about the games.
Yeah, random Splatfests. Which then obviously you get prizes.
Like mayo versus ketchup or trick or treat.
Yeah. Yeah, or Mushroom versus Star. But
This is quite a special one as it was the last Splatoon 2 Splatfest.
But like I said, it seems that with the Street and Splatoon 3, it seems...
Much bigger.
Yeah. Why bigger and plus several floors. I mean, obviously I haven't found out where all the shops are, but then it seems that they would still have the same sort of shops, your gun shop.
And also where you vote for your team, like it's usually right in the centre, but you have to walk backwards to actually vote.
But then, you know, as I was saying, I think you still have your shops as your weapon shop, your headgear shop, your clothing shop and your shoe shop, but I haven't figured out where they are all at.
Because it's such a big place.
Yeah.
I mean, I've explored pretty much the whole place, but I haven't seen all the shops or in it.
I think there would be add-ons to the Splatoon 3, like what was on the Splatoon 2, where you get that, I forget what it is, the express train, where you have that other battling, you battle, is it Agent 13 or something? I haven't found out if they got anything like the salmon one, or if they would have anything like the salmon one.
Splatoon 2 has salmon one. I don't know if the first one did.
No, but I mean, obviously you did have that train where you could go into, where you could...
There are drains in Splatoon 3, but you can't go in them, which is different.
I mean, probably that's something that
they're doing in the actual
game, yeah. I mean, they may have actually prevented that in the Splatfest premiere.
Because there was Splatfest premieres, like I didn't know about them, but we probably can't do much. It's mainly probably just the Splatfest. We can do lots of things. You can't really go down anywhere or go in really many shops, because it's only really a Splatfest before the main game comes out.
Yeah. I think you could go into some of the shops, but then...
There was just some places that were just blocked off, that you couldn't go.
Yeah, but then when I think I did actually get into one or two of the shops. I mean, I said, I think it was a weapon shop I had actually gone into, but then you couldn't necessarily buy anything because...
And when you post messages, I mean, that's quite difficult, because then, well, when you write it, you have to pick your right pen, you have to make sure it's neat enough, and then it actually gets in it public.
Yeah.
Because we haven't really figured it out.
Oh, well, like, no, we could make it public on the Splatoon 3, or on... But then basically, because you haven't got the Facebook social media, you couldn't post it to a Facebook. But the most, because I got Facebook, I could post it to my Facebook. I mean, that's the difference between you trying to do it and me doing it.
So once you post it to Facebook, does it just automatically go on to the game?
Oh, I know. Well, I know it's because you're too young to have Facebook. I'm not. Wait a minute, let me just... Wait a minute, I don't know if anyone's asked on the previous video. I don't know if anyone's asked on a previous video.
No, I've checked.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me just check.
You can't check comments from there.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you sign in, you can't.
Why not?
Because it's a Switch. You can't see comments.
Oh. You sure?
When I checked, I couldn't see that anyone replied. barely anyone commented on a video except for you.
Yeah, well, really. But let me just check anyway. You you were talking to other viewers, weren't you?
If you're enjoying the video so far, like and subscribe.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry what I'm doing. Right. Okay, yeah, you're right. Couldn't necessarily see comments on here. But yeah, I mean, but then in my general opinion,
The Splatoon games have changed a lot.
yeah, but
It's went from it being a first thing where it's like, oh yeah, get used to it, and on the Wii U, Splatoon 2 comes to the Nintendo Switch. You can't play before where Splatoon 4 just brings everything back.
yeah, I mean, basically, some people say that Splatoon 3 is Splatoon 2.5,
Yeah.
which I don't necessarily agree because if it was a 2.5, it's like it's like Super Mario, like Mario Kart Deluxe is Mario Kart 8.5 because it's just like Mario Kart 8.
Extra stuff.
Yeah, there's extra stuff, but then it's just literally
But
added on from Mario Kart 8 with a bit extra.
But that isn't true. Splatoon 3. I mean, Splatoon 3 has so much more.
Yeah, I mean,
And we've already said that, and we've already seen the Splatfest.
yeah, I mean, obviously it is a different. I mean, it's a different street, different hosts on the game.
For your host. So then the Splatfest get different.
And then you would have 3 teams in the Splatfest, whilst in previous Splatfests on Splatoon 2, you would only have 2 teams.
And what I was saying is that, I don't know if I said this on video, but imagine Splatoon only having like 1, and then Splatoon 2 went up to 2, and Splatoon 3 just has 3 teams.
Yeah. I mean, it would be good to see what the full version of like Splatoon 3 is. I mean, whether it's like Splatoon 2 where you would have your regular battles, your
Like battles.
legend battles, your Splatoon, your summon.
No private battles.
Yeah, but private battle. Right, but I think the private battles would be there anyway, so you could play with your friends, whether they're.
Which we're planning on doing Splatoon 3 anyway.
I mean, if we have enough more friends on the Switch who would actually join us.
Oh, okay.
But,
I think they went to Cardiff Bay actually yesterday, very quickly.
yeah, I mean, but then it would be quite intriguing to see what the game
Actually has in store.
still, yeah. I mean, obviously.
I mean, in my opinion, these Splatoon games have got better. Although Splatoon 2 you had to wait ages for a match to start.
I think that was a downside to it on a Splatoon 2.
But I think these games got better and better, which is quite good.
I mean, saying that, it's in the battle lobby. I had noticed there was some computer game tables. Now, I tried to see if I could actually play on them, but then I couldn't. So I wonder if that is another feature that you could do. I think that in the Splatoon 3, I did see a few other counters, like food counters and other sort of shop counters, which are basically, I don't think you could buy anything whilst the Splatfest premiere was on, but then I know in Splatoon 2 you got that burger van which you could
That was actually Splatoon 3. Just is actually in the lobby.
yeah, but then see in the Splatoon 2 you got the burger van which you could get drinks and burgers from, which would increase your powers.
In Splatoon 3 I haven't been able to do it yet, but,
Yeah,
but where they are is actually in the main, where you would wait for a match play.
Yeah, but then
the main lobby.
But then live, and I think I've seen a number of those different counters, so I would like to see what those counters would do. Also, whilst playing Splatoon 3, I think that some of the other players had their little picture icons a bit red, asking where certain characters were, which were from the Splatoon 2.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, but then everyone's got random pictures. They all do with their own pictures. So unless you've seen the same person as me, you wouldn't have seen that, them asking where that.
And ever since the Splatoon 3 Splatfest has happened, Splatoon 2, let's just say it's had a bit of some stuff. It says, "Welcome home, cheater."
I know, that's just something which probably the people who didn't bother downloading the premiere of Splatoon 3. But then some people were asking where that cat was, which gives advice. But
Which we're confused about as well.
well, yeah, but then saying that like the premiere demo was only
12 hours.
like 12 hours, and then I don't think that they would necessarily allow everything from the Splatoon 3 game into that to be opened.
So there's that something for Splatoon 3 itself.
Yeah.
That's what we're guessing.
Yeah. So. One thing that Switch could do is probably allow people to send messages to friends, your friends you've made on Switch. Because quite often you would add or someone you've played with on a certain game, but then what Nintendo could do in future is probably make some sort of a message chat where you could probably message people. So you could say, well, no, look, I'm thinking of having a private battle on such a date at such time. Just so you could get a number of players to play the same game as you on a particular day.
That would be nice, yeah.
Yeah, is to actually organise a Splatoon battle between probably you, me, and then probably like 6 other players. I think the pain in the butt's at the door. What can we do for you? We're talking about Splatoon 3. Yes, we're doing a video.
Right.
So, no, we can't really think of anything else to really talk about with this new game. I mean, obviously, until it comes out,
we can just predict and think what we think might happen.
I mean, obviously, there's the questions, I mean, it's like, it's like in the last the last video, it's like when we were setting up our characters, there was that like a little bird that you had actually set up as well. So I mean, like I said, would like to know what that bird's for. I mean, I mean, obviously there's like new weapons are out. I think there was like I said, that crab super weapon. There was another one which gave you a kind of ink. It's like I didn't get your refreshments. It only gave you a kind of ink. I mean, obviously we only tried a few of the weapons. So
the main game might try more.
yeah, I mean, obviously with the main game, when we could see what the other weapons are, see what other shops and counters there are where you could actually get things. There could even be other side games.
Oh yeah, like just mini games.
Yeah, like mini games.
If people have been like, will there be mini games? Is it going to be happening?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many questions or theories that people would have. I mean, there's probably...
Do you have any questions or things you want us to say? If you do, then please put them somewhere on the channel so I can answer them.
Yeah, in the comments somewhere. Like, plonk any questions you may have or any theories you may have.
I mean, as long as you put it somewhere in the comments, I will read it on whatever video you put it on.
Well, either part 1 or this one part 2. But
if there's anything you want to add on to it, please let us know.
so until next time, keep on splatting until you are tomb.
Or until the next Splatoon game comes out, get ready until then.
Or the next video.